Hi, I'm Rebecca Brand, and welcome to art class. And check out this. This is my PalFish Pure Light floor lamp. And in my studio, when we're trying to paint, we all have to suffer with different kinds of light. We start the class in the late afternoon, and sometimes during the year, the light does flood in, and it's beautiful. Well, the class goes all night, and it gets dark, and we no longer have any of that light. The light is always changing. So we close the garage doors. And in wintertime, it's really cold, and we really must. When I'm holding my art class, we start the class during the day with the garages up. But it's much better than when it gets after those garage doors go down and it's dark. All we had were these fluorescent lights in the ceiling, which were horrible. And I also put in a couple lights I had around the house to give extra illumination in this garage that I use as my painting studio with my class. What a difference to bring in my PalFish human body induction floor lamp into art class. My art class has got so popular, I even have a winemaker coming to class. This is Fred Brander in that green outfit of Brander Vineyard. This is new student Karen Davis. And this is Elle Bentley, a student that's been with me a long time. And this is Trooper Judy Frank, who feels she's not artistic at all, but she's wrong. This is student Patty Escalera. This is my friend Michelle Higgins, who painted her dog in her painting. She was painting a Gauguin and threw that in. And our class is so happy to have a benefactor. This is Jim Malillo, and he loves hosting this art class. Welcome to Dinner Party Art Class. This is our art class, and this is our host, Jim.
Oh, thanks everybody for coming. What a wonderful opportunity to not only be with Rebecca and have a great group of people coming and painting, but also the camaraderie at the holiday season and all throughout the year. What a wonderful opportunity. Thank you, Rebecca, so much for making it happen.
I'm going to ask you some questions now, Jim.
Okay.
One day, I met Jim, and I needed an art class because we've always been painting in garages. Is that so?
Yes.
Yeah, always in garages. And Jim says, you can rent my beautiful place for a studio, which is way too expensive for me. And then I said, well, do you have a garage or something, right?
And we said, you know, I'll pull the cars out and we can put all the easels in.
That was so generous of you.
Oh, it's just a lot of fun.
Girls, we take over his garage how many times a month?
Twice.
Twice that I know of. They may sneak in other times.
Jim, do you paint?
I admire.
Fred, what's your role in this art class?
I lubricate. Provide the wine to make those brush strokes go easier on the canvas.
This is true.
Fred, as many of you know, is the owner of Brander Wines, one of the top wineries in Santa Barbara County.
Except tonight you don't have a bottle of Brander wine on you.
Well, no, I'm sorry I don't have it in hand, but I have it in the fridge.
Oh, it's chilling down. Well, we'll make sure we get that, Fred. Don't worry. Why did you do this?
I did this because giving back is a great thing. There's no reason to have a 3-car garage if you don't have 3 cars. What a great idea to have 13 artists instead of 3 cars. What a great opportunity. And it makes the place, as we say back east, it classes up the joint.
Thank you, Jim, for hosting art class.
Thank you all. And a Merry Christmas to all.
We love you, and we love your garage.
Thank you. So what's so amazing about the art is, first of all, this is all oils, which is in and of itself so difficult. The second thing is, if you bring anything other than an impressionist to this class, you'll be seeing that door and it may not be open. But what's so astonishing is that these are people who have an opportunity to get together, enjoy each other, and then paint, as you can see, astonishing works of art. This whole garage is full of art, which is another benefit for me to come in here every time, look at my car, and see an art gallery.
Jim, what do you think of our new PalFish Pure Lights?
So I'm amazed at the daylight effect they have. My brother's a director. He's part of the Directors Guild, DGA. And these lights, we've always hauled them around with sandbags. And what's so amazing about these lights, which I first noticed, is they stand on their own. You're not carrying sandbags with you. You're not having to adjust them. These are really just nice lights. And I'm going to show them to my brother like I said, as a director?
I'm a winemaker, and right now we just finished our 48th harvest. And so winemaker, at this time of year, we monitor the wines, and they change every week. They're kind of in progress, and it's art in progress. Like this is art in progress. The canvases change from week to week, and it's wonderful to come and see the progress that each student here has done. And it's like going to the winery and checking the wines and seeing how they progress. I mean, it's art in motion.
Now I have to say, Fred has never painted, but he supports the class by bringing all the wine for us. Cheers to Fred. Cheers to Fred.
My father was a great, not a great, he was an amateur, as they say in French, of French Impressionists, and he did a lot of, in his spare time as a hobby, he dedicated a lot of time to painting, and I have a sort of a collection of maybe 20 paintings that are representative of French Impressionists, and one of my favorites is Gauguin. Well, one of his favorites was Gauguin, so I inherited a whole collection of Gauguin, so. It's sort of like I specialize in Sauvignon Blanc. To me, like Gauguin is that real flowery, tropical, character that you find in Gauguin.
I started the art class never having painted before, about 3 years ago. And knowing nothing, I chose this painting, which I now have discovered is much harder than it looks. And I wanted to quit multiple times, and Rebecca would not let me. And after 2.5 years, I finally finished it. It's a labor of love, and so I'm going to start my next painting, which I'm still changing my mind. But as my daughter said, find a painting that you want to look at for the next 2 years, because it'll probably take me that long to do that one. But anyway, well, what I just noticed tonight for the first time is that after all these years of painting in a garage, we all know the lighting is not very good, is that the lighting here is like daylight. And so I actually can't wait to see if that helps me improve my painting. We shall see, but the lighting is fabulous.
Hi, I'm Michelle. I've been in the class for 3 years, so I thought having a Gauguin painting would be an easy, colorful, bright, just sort of, just kind of go through it. No, it took 3 years. And I have to tell you, I am so happy to be finishing this. But with Rebecca's amazing teaching, which it really, truly is, I never would have done this. So I'm really happy, I'm proud, and I did add just one little twist in it that I cannot believe I'm allowed to, but I'm so happy that I got to put my dog in the painting, not the photo, which kind of looks like this little black thing here. So I'm really happy I was able to fit her in also. So, the lighting has been quite a struggle for a while. And now with this PalFish lighting, it's so much easier. So happy. And I'm very appreciative of Rebecca's teaching skills and how much fun this is. And thank you so much, Jim, for supplying the place to have our art class, which is wonderful. And we got to meet you.
Well, I have to say, it has been a struggle trying to paint this onto a large canvas right here, because the lighting in the garage is just, it's difficult. But since we got the new light, the PalFish, it's just amazing, and it's so much better. And I know my painting is going to turn out so beautiful.
And Al, like we always talk about, when you paint, it is a lesson of seeing. That is what I teach, is how to see. And if you can't see it clearly, it is so hard to arrive to a beautiful painting. You've always struggled through it in the past. But with the PalFish Pure Light, I think you're really nailing it. Good job.
Me too, thank you.
She's a star.
I love the light.
The PalFish light is giving my students 9,500 lumens of light energy. A lumen, in simple terms, is just light output. And 1 lumen would be the light from one candle. So 9,500 lumens is considered to be a very bright light output, like natural sunlight. This is what makes it easier and less strain on the eyes to see what we're painting from the model we're painting from onto the canvas. You need to see the detail so you can paint accurately. The color rendering index is important in an art studio, so you see colors as naturally as possible. The CRI of RA97, now that's the specs of how it's known in the industry, which is the specifics of the particular light spectrums you are going to get. And the CRI of RA97 or higher on these floor lamps makes them ideal for an art class where excellent lighting helps the artist create great paintings. Look at the contrast between how these colors appear on the painting. Here's the light off, and look how dull the light is. Now, let's turn that light on again. See? It makes such a big difference, and it helps my students to paint better. Because of the even illumination in this lighting technology, there are barely any shadows when sitting underneath these PalFish lamps. It is washing that whole area with this pure light. You don't have to adjust the easel or strain your neck to work around any shadows. PalFish lamp is creating that shadowless environment. So as an artist, you don't have to struggle fighting those elements. You can just focus on painting your painting. Look how evenly and well lit this canvas remains even while it's being worked on. We have the brush, we have the hands, and see, we don't see any shadows. Not even from your own brushwork. That's really a miracle. Now look at the shadows as Judy is working her canvas under regular lighting. That's what it was before. And check out this PalFish lighting again with no shadows. Lighting in painting is so very important. A traditional 60-watt incandescent bulb would only produce 800 lumens of light. This will give you a comparison so you can understand how my artists painting under 9,500 lumens benefit so well from the clarity of what they're painting to see the colors of the paints they're putting on the canvas to arrive to their final paintings. And that goes for me too with my canvas. I am just finishing this painting of a scene from my backyard. I've studied French Impressionism for over 30 years, and I've taught it for about 25 as well. My friend Patty is a great painter. She's just beginning, but it's been a struggle for her to see what she's painting with her model and what she's putting on her canvas. It's very hard for us to distinguish the different elements of her painting. With this great PalFish light, my friend Elle was able to see a big mistake in her painting that she didn't understand was there. That was the black dot. We had much discussion in our class about that black dot. Finally, with the PalFish light, she could see it was not helping her painting, and she painted it out of her painting. That was a leap forward into arriving where she wanted her painting to go. Now let me show you the configuration of those special LED lights. There are 560 LEDs that are both across the top and also on the bottom of the lighting panels. Each light alone is able to give coverage for up to 180 square feet. It's great for rooms that have no lights in them. This light is almost 6.5 feet tall, which means I can easily put it over our paintings. So even if I'm standing up, it's above my head height by quite a bit. This light is 6.4 feet tall. This lamp is also certified for blue light protection, so that's going to prevent eye strain during extended times of painting or reading. Let me show you how beautiful my PalFish light looks next to my recliner. This is a recliner I like to hang out in and read books, and my cat likes it too. The cat even likes sleeping under it when the light's on. PalFish has named this light the Human Body Induction Floor Lamp. Well, in this case, my cat is enjoying the beautiful light on it. This is PalFish model PF03AA, just so I'm specific and you know exactly which model of light it is with PalFish. This light is great for many rooms of your house, not only your art studio. It is always bright, like a 10 a.m. sunlight, which is the best for reading. You're not going to strain your eyes. I like it in my library. It's a tall floor lamp, which means it's going to generate a a very bright and comfortable lighting for a large part of any room. It's wonderful as it solves the problem of a dimly lit space like my library. I don't have a lighting fixture, so this is what's going to fill my room with illumination to give me a 360-degree even illumination through this room. Because of the way the light is structured on the head of it, there are very few shadows. So it's perfect for reading. I wanted 2 lights in this room to fully make this room the most cozy of reading rooms in the whole house. So when the cat jumped up on the recliner, the smart motion sensor turned on the light. It's kept the light on, which my cat seems to like. If my kitty cat had remained still for 8 minutes, it would have automatically dimmed and gone off. The design of it is minimalist. It's sleek white, so it looks great in any room. It's great also in bedrooms. Many people like to read at night or do crafts like knitting or crocheting or needlework, and you need a great light for that. The bedroom is a perfect place to put this Pure Light floor lamp by PalFish. The base is extremely secure. It's not going to topple over. And if you wanted to, you can even put it underneath a nightstand, like I've done right here. Since it's flat, it fits under furniture. Now this is daytime in this room, and it's pretty light in daytime. And in fact, in daytime, I get a lot of sun from outside this window. But all that beautiful light, I can see the trees out there and the daylight, it's just not enough. So the PalFish Pure Light floor lamp brings that light as if it's 10 a.m. outside right into my bedroom when I want it on. Let me show you how it works. The power button is the bright sun. That's for power on and off. You just give it a short press. With a long press, that's going to allow it to dim up or down. And the upside down sun, that switch is a short press to dim it for downlight. Now the icon that looks like a head on shoulders, so pressing that can enable the motion sensor. You might want that on or not. And pressing the other sun at the very bottom can give you a constant illuminance sensor on. It's another sensor button. There are many ways to set your lamp up. PalFish has thought of them all. When you order your PalFish light, it comes right to your door. I brought it in and put it on my kitchen floor. It came well packaged. Here are all sides of the box. You can get an idea of the size of the box through this video. I opened the box and this is how it came packaged. I took everything out layer by layer. Here is a directions manual with the assembly instructions. Here are the connection devices and a little baggie that has the screws and other small parts in it. Each piece of the light came packaged in plastic so it wouldn't get scratched during shipping. I took the plastic off, and here is the top of the light. Here is the other side of the light. This is the side that points up towards the ceiling. You can see the light elements in the center of it. A large rectangular area that's going to illuminate to your ceiling. Here's a close-up of the lighting elements. This is what's going to give you all those lumens of lighting power. Here is the stand. It comes in 2 sections. They're very sturdy, and the light stands at 6 feet 4 inches tall. So the supporting column is made up of 2 parts. And we see the controls that'll be towards the center of the lighting column. And at the base, we see the connection piece. Here's a close-up of the connection piece. Here's a close-up of the controls. And here's a base that sits on the floor, and the metal piece is what's going to support the center column to stand up. Here is the full base. It is flat to the floor, which is great to put furniture on top of, or art easels. Here are all the pieces that come with it for accessories to connect it together with a pair of gloves. And in the instruction manual, it was really easy to see how you put this together. And each of the packages is marked well, so you know which package of accessories and screws goes with which part of the construction of assembling it. This is how I set up my PalFish human body induction floor lamp. First, I connected the cable terminals in the middle of the lamp posts. They feed them through the lamp posts, so they're easy to connect and you can disconnect it if you ever have to move the lamp. Then I connected the lamp posts by sliding the 2 pieces together, and it came with these 2 screws, so I used them and I secured it with the 2 screws. Very simple to do that. Next came the base. To put the lamp post into the top of the base, you simply insert the lamp post into the top of the base. Then, from the bottom of the base, I then screwed in the screws very tight. You need to secure the screws tightly in it. So now, I attached the lamp pad. And to do that, I connected the cable terminals on the lamp head. That's them there. And then the upper side of the lamp post that all got connected. Then I slid the lamp post right into place like this. It's as simple as that. It's so quick. From the top of the lamp head, I tightened the 4 screws into place. Now that's going to secure the top of the lamp head. They make this assembly very easy. Now here's the hex key, and I use this hex key. They give you this as a tool to use, so you don't need any tools of your own. You use their hex key to do this. No fooling around to try to find any tools. Everything is included. Having this hex key and the labeled screws makes this whole process so easy. Now the last step is to plug in the power cord to the back of the lamp post. Here it is where it's connected, and just plug it to any outlet, 120 volt North American household outlet of power. That's it. And here it is, fully assembled in my kitchen. All 6 feet 4 inches of it, from top all the way down the center strong support column to the base. It's a beautiful, sleek design that will look great in any house. And once you've assembled it very quickly, it only took me 20 minutes, it's ready to use. Here are 2 in my bedroom, looking great. And here they are again in my library, bringing in daylight for my reading area of what used to be a very dark room. But what I really love these PalFish lights for is my art class. They each illuminate 180 square feet of space. So besides my favorite pet students getting great light, the light will go over to the other students as well, which is making painting much more illuminated for my students. Click the link below to get your PalFish Pure Light floor lamp and enjoy your space wherever it is with the most beautiful light possible from PalFish. I'm Rebecca Brand. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you subscribe to my channel and ring the bell to get notified on my next video. And let's keep making great recipes in life. And today's recipe is for a great painting, but you finally have the great light. See you next time. I'm gonna go hang out with my great art class right now. See you later. If you like this video, here's some more over there, including some recipes I make for dinner party art class right there.